Hi guys, this is Amna Hussain, and today I am with one of the amazing professional who is from HR field and having extensive years of experience in HR field. More about him we will be knowing into this recording session. So I welcome you, Usman. How are you doing?
Hi, Amna. Hi, everyone. I'm doing awesome. And it's always a great conversation we have. And it's always so exciting. It gets so productive and so fun. In the meantime, that before your meetings, I already start feeling that rush of energy. Yeah, I'm doing good and everything's great. I hope you're doing good too.
I'm good. Thank you very much for joining and having this time with us for each other. Okay, so let's talk about your profile. You being a HR professional, and let's just tell our audience, my network, your network, about yourself. That how is your overall like experience in your career being an HR professional? What drives you to be in this field, and who are you basically?
Okay, so I've always been a very people's person. Something I discovered a little late back. You can say I started my career in 2008 by customer services, one of the most favorite career starts in Pakistan. And then, I was in the phase of discovering myself. Everyone in the 20s are usually discovering themselves as to what they want to pursue, the career they want to take ahead, and what is the challenge they would love to take on. So I knew my people side, but I got to actually understand it once I got in touch with the learning and development part of the HR field. So when that happened, and then I realized that I can do this well. And I fell in love with learning and development. I fell in love with training. I fell in love with counseling, coaching, and everything that's associated with people. So, with regards to people development, that's how things were, and that's how things started rolling for me in a proper career direction. That's when I think I discovered myself. So after that, it was more journey into learning and development. I went into gamification. I went into retail. I went into academia, and then there was another career pivot I took. It was for talent acquisition. I thought that now it's time to discover something else about myself, move from learning and development to talent acquisition, which seemed to be the logical next step. So that's how I went into learning and development as well. And what that happened was that it was a career changing movement as well. I learned recruitment, I learned technical recruitment, I learned non-technical recruitment, interview skills, and shortlisting skills and everything associated with that. But recently, I've come back to my true calling, which is learning and development, and I'm as of now pursuing that field with all the energy and enthusiasm I have.
That's great. And you know what? Once it's always a part of like exploring yourself personally. That you have to keep on exploring yourself. You have to keep on knowing your skill set, and then choosing the right path at the
True.
right time in your life and career, which is again so great that you accomplished so far. So if I ask you that now in 2023, how you see learning and development or yourself in that place, or what you are looking further in your career with respect to this particular domain that you really like to be in.
Okay, so
So, yeah.
learning and development has evolved over all these years when I stepped in. At first, it was just like someone who has good skill set of communication could just stand up and become and known as a trainer. But now people are more aware, people are more knowledgeable. There's a lot of exposure to the media. Social networks have been a major player in, ensuring that people are well informed now. So now the role has evolved more into a facilitator. It's no longer someone like me just standing there delivering a lecture and then just go ahead with that and just be done with that. It's about being there for facilitation, being there for problem solving, being there for ensuring that people make their learning objectives and learning outcomes, they meet their learning objectives, they are able to, they are satisfied with what their learning outcome has been. So now with the way we have all evolved, and it has always been, humans have always been about evolution. So we've evolved this role as well into more from teacher to a more into a facilitator. So now we are like the buddies of our trainees who are, solving a major purpose of learning. So that's how this has actually evolved. Plus, one more evolution came when the pandemic hit. So we are more attuned to the virtual world now. So yeah, that's the change. The classrooms have gone a little extinct, but I'd love to get back to classrooms.
All right, that's great. Okay, when you mentioned about humans, it's always like HR is all about like human resource and being a HR professional. Again, being as a human, of course, there should be always a humane, combination or connection between like how do you see like this? How do you see like how companies are taking care of the HR departments, especially when it comes to learning and development? Will there be a huge like change that there should be a human connection, or just the technological aspects that
I
everything is
think
on
as
available,
sure.
everything is like
Yeah.
available resource, or one on one?
I think the human touch will never go out of trend. I would say, with AI coming in, with your Chat GPT has hit up the new high. When it comes to everything which is related to AI, machine learning, and everything, people are very concerned that LMS, a learning management system, or a robot might take the facilitators. But I think the human touch can never be replaced. Someone might need to talk to me, and I would be in a much better position to answer, to counsel, to empathize, to apologize if needed, to be emotionally intelligent with them. So humans never go out of trend. You are always going to need that human touch and human resources. And I really like the idea that, particularly where I'm living right now, the HR have stepped up their game quite a lot. They're more involved. They are more open to experimenting, with employee engagement, with employer branding. They are more open to experimenting in these domains now and seeing where things go. So I think the human touch always there. But yeah, I do see that people are now the HRs are much more open to any kind of experimentation or testing some new waters.
Right. And how about thinking or dreaming of working in Gulf region, like as we work together on the profiling of yours? How do you see yourself as a brand now, or what are you making an effort with respect to your branding strategies to be able to have the visibility in Gulf market, let's say like UAE market, Dubai market? What are your dreams to accomplish? Or you're open to tell about that what type of network you want to get in reach with? Yeah.
I, as a person, always wanted to be known as a creative problem solver. It has never been about the position. Obviously, who minds elevated position? And I'd love to join, somewhere like that. But before that, my aim is to become a creative problem solver. Usman Ijaz, the creative problem solver. I want to bring in creativity. I want to bring in problem solving. So if there's anything, as a brand, I want to see myself as someone who's approachable, someone who can solve a problem, and someone who can facilitate well and is able to achieve the learning outcomes of whatever I am teaching or whatever I'm facilitating on. So that's the kind of brand I want my name to be associated with. And with regards to Gulf market, yeah, I'd love to explore the Gulf market because I have been working for like 15 years now in Pakistani market. So I think it's about time that I should, test new waters, and I would love to take a plunge into a culture which is not very different, but yet a little different from us, more dynamic culture. So that's how my aspiration is to actually now, test the Gulf waters, or I would say, or maybe experiment with job roles over here, obviously with long-term loyalty. And that's how I see myself, a creative problem solver who's traveling outside Pakistan to explore a new market. If I have to wrap this up in a sentence.
That's great. You mentioned about the waters, and I will add over here the sands of the Gulf. You know, the sands and the hot sunny season of the
Yeah.
Gulf. All right. Yes. Yeah, it is. Okay, so so far, as you have explained our audience and network about your profiling, so if you want to add one or two achievements that you have accomplished so far, what they would be?
I've always enjoyed achieving something which no one was doing before. So, like one is a little bit older, and one is just I just did yesterday. Actually, I was very pleased when I was able to launch e-learnings the first time, and in a telco I was working for in Pakistan. There was no concept back then, and it was just given to me as a side project, which was just to keep me busy as a newcomer. But by learning and by polishing my skill again and again, editing again and again, I was like after it that I have to make the best product available, even if I don't have the latest technology at my disposal. Sorry, as of now. So that's what I wanted to achieve out of that, and that's what I did, and it was such a phenomenal success back then that even today I get to hear after all these years, after 5 6 years, that it's still somewhere being used. So that's something people associated with me in that company, and I think that was mind blowing. That was the best part. And recently, in my latest company where I'm working right now, I suggested that there in a hardcore customer success training, you need to add a communications module. So they allowed me to experiment with that. And on Friday, I delivered my first module over there completely, with much more research, much more manual and AI based research. I created a complete curriculum, and it has been really well taken. It has been approved and really well taken. So I think I know this craft well now.
That's great. Thank you so much, Usman, for explaining a very into detail about your achievements, and I'm so proud of you. Basically, working with such kind of professional like you who have the communication skills, who have professionalism, who have that spirit to move into their careers, and a fun fact that a good sense of humor as well. That's what I
Thank
found
you.
in
Thank
you.
you so much.
Yeah. All right. So, anything you want to add more about yourself, or just wrapping up our like whole journey together into the coaching program, that, or even the time I remember that how we met
Yeah.
from one of our reference. So it's always a great journey to be with such a personality like you in the market in the
So
industry. So
much.
yeah.
Yeah, it was such a destiny. I was the our reference who we are talking about, Talha. I was just sitting with him. I said, Talha, do you have anyone in the Gulf who's actually trustworthy? He said, Yeah, sure, we have Amna. So I said, just give me an intro right now. I'm sitting over here. Send an email right now. So he did that, and you responded very well within time, and that's it has been so fun. It's been so nice, working with you, and things actually started. The achievements and outcomes in your program are so clear that I was so confident. Okay, now I'm getting my CV. Okay, now I'm getting my LinkedIn. Okay, now I'm getting my personal branding. So there was nothing vague. And this has actually inspired me a lot, that if I ever become a coach, this is the format I'm going to follow. This so documented, so nicely put together, and I have all the best wishes for you, and all the best wishes for your program to continue till like hundred of years. In the end, what I would like to say is that I am a very hardworking and a smart working professional as well. And learning and development, HR people are my passion. And as I told already, creative problem solver is someone I want to become. So if there's something, at least if there's something in matching my profile or something like that, I'd love to meet people. I'd love to meet new people. Talk to me, interview me as many times as you want. Talk to me. I never get tired of interviews, by the way. So talk to me as much, discuss with me, and I'm sure wherever I go, I have always been doing that, and I can add great value anywhere I go. So yeah, that's just a small ending note I'd like to give out there.
Thank you so much, Usman, for being amazing. And I like the phrase or the keyword you use about yourself, about your personality, is creative problem solver. Majority of
Yeah,
people, like professionals, say that I'm a problem solver, but you are saying that you are a creative problem solver, which I think is amazing for all the recruiters, for all the employers to know more about your profile, that how you can be a problem solver at the same time bringing some creative solutions or innovative solutions for the any situation, right? So it's
that's the
so
point.
great to know about you, about your profile. I welcome all the recruiters, my network, and entire UAE market to visit Usman's profile. I will link down all the profile handles of Usman. You guys are more than welcome to connect him, collaborate him, talk to him, as he is so much welcoming you, and ready to be on it, be on the board in any way, and with any medium of conversation or communication we have right nowadays, right? So thank you very much once again, Usman, for being amazing throughout. I highly appreciate, wish you all the
Thank
best
you.
wherever you live a healthy and a safe life, and see you soon, inshallah.
Hope to see you soon, inshallah ta'ala. And thank you so much for being so awesome. And I'm not leaving you anytime soon. So be prepared for that.
Most welcome.
Thank you.
All right, bye bye.